morning. So I wanted to go live really quick and just talk about something because I'm seeing a lot of this. Like, I'm getting a lot of messages like this. Like, I want to feel better in my skin. I want to love the skin I'm in. I want to feel amazing. I want to look in the mirror and love what I'm seeing. Or I want to, go to a dressing room and try on all these clothes and just, not cry and just feel amazing and love what I'm seeing instead of feeling miserable. But I have to clean my house. The laundry's piling up. My kids need all of my attention, and you just have all this laundry list of excuses as to why you can't make it happen. So I want to talk about this really quick. So if you're just hopping on, drop me an emoji or say hi. I apologize. This is a totally different kind of video than what I'm used to. So for those that don't know me, I really struggled with OCD. It used to control my life, control every little thing that I did, what I thought. It controlled every action in my life, and it made my life really, really miserable. And so learning how to overcome that has been something that I've been working on for probably a good 4 years. And I'm finally to the point where I'm almost there. I've almost mastered it. I still have my trigger spots, when stress pops up, when my husband pisses me off, or, things are just not going great. I need a clean house, or I lose my shit really quickly and I don't feel good, and I take it out on everybody who's in the way. And typically the people that we hurt the most are the people that we love the most. So I am still a work in progress, just like everybody else. But one of those things, like I was saying, we say we want change, we want to love the skin that we're in, we want to feel better, but we can't because our house is a mess, or our kids need us, and all this other stuff, and all this other BS excuses that we give. And yeah, I call it BS excuses because that's what it is. So one thing I want to ask you is to just get honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me. You can blow smoke up my butt. I don't care. It really doesn't hurt me if you're lying to me. It doesn't. It only hurts you and your family. So, and yeah, if you haven't caught on to the fact, I'm kind of a truth bomb mob. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear so that you can get where you want to be in life and truly be happy and succeeding and loving the skin that you're in, loving your life, being happy and feeling fulfilled and all that stuff. That is what I do. I don't coddle. I don't blow smoke up your ass. I tell you how it is. So one of the biggest things is ask yourself, if you've been doing that same thing over and over, if you've been telling yourself, I can't start this until my house is clean, my laundry's done, my kids are bigger, or, just insert whatever it is, are you any closer to where you want to be, 6 months? I'm sure you've been saying this stuff for years. Are you any closer to where you've been wanting to be and stuff? And odds are probably not. You're probably repeating the same pattern over and over and over. And repeating the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result, is actually the definition of insanity. So is it you? Because this was me. This was my whole life. Repeating the same thing over and over, somehow expecting that if I kept getting the house clean, if I kept the laundry up, if I kept, having my kids doing chores and doing all this stuff, that somehow I would be more sane and I would have more time for me. I'd have more time for fitness and workouts and, loving the skin I'm in and learning how to do all that stuff. And guess what? It never happened. It never came to pass of reaching that point until I made that decision to actually, make that happen in my life. So you have to set your priorities. What is your priorities? For me, it is health, it is God, health, and then family. And yes, it is in that order, because if I don't have my health, I can't take care of my family. I can't give my family the best of me. And, my family deserves the best of me. And that was a really hard one to actually understand, that taking care of myself is actually taking care of my family, because now when I'm taking care of myself, I can actually show up better for my family. I am not tired, I'm not burnt out, I'm not as grouchy, I'm not as bitchy, so they get a better side of me, versus if I'm not taking care of myself. I love my my little backdrop, of insulation. So this stuff, hey Sarah, so this stuff used to make me so freaking crazy. Our kitchen is a disaster. Seriously, look at this. This stuff used to make me lose my shit every single day. I don't like messes. And look there's messes all over the place. There's a mess somewhere. Trust me, my house is a mess right now. My office that I'm in every single day, it's cluttered, it's messy, whatever. And that used to be a trigger for me. Like, oh, I can't take care of myself because my house is a mess. Oh, I can't take care of myself because laundry's piling up. I actually have a basket of laundry that's been sitting in my living room for like, what, I think 2 or 3 days. So yeah, so see, my house is a mess, but I've set my priorities, and my priorities are God, health, and family. And by taking care of that, guess what? It's making me stronger, not only physically. I love how people always assume that, if you're working out, oh, you're just vain and you're just trying to get stronger physically. Like, no. When you are taking care of yourself physically, you're getting stronger mentally as well. When you are nourishing in the way that your body needs, you're not dieting to lose weight. I know a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, if I'm dieting or if I'm eating right, or if I'm eating right, that I'm dieting, and that it's only for losing weight. Believe it or not, food actually plays a huge role in your anxiety. So if you're not nourishing properly, you're not working out, you're not even giving yourself a fighting chance to dealing with it. Like, you are just going to keep repeating this miserableness until you finally decide, all right, you know what, I'm ready. And it's really awesome is this functional med doctor that I've been seeing. We've actually been talking about this, of how it has now actually been proven that anxiety might not be a mental health issue that we have so thought it to be, that it might actually be a gut health issue, because believe it or not, your stomach and your digestive system controls a lot of parts of your body that you wouldn't think it controls. So it was really interesting to read that and to learn about that, and actually get to discuss this with a doctor who actually knows about this stuff. Somebody who's actually educated. That, to me, I love to pick people's brains, especially doctors. That's like my favorite thing to do. So if you have been waiting to start because your house is a mess and your kids need you and all this other stuff, get started. Because here's the thing. I promise you, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 3 years from now, it won't be any different. I am talking to some ladies who are saying the exact same thing. I got started 3.5 years ago, and these ladies were talking to me then. They have the same excuses, they have the same problems, and they just keep recycling their experiences over and over and over, because they're not doing anything that's actually going to better themselves. The laundry is always going to pile up. As long as your kids are wearing clothes and your husband's wearing clothes, unless you become nudist, you're always going to have laundry. Unless, you don't live in your house anymore and you don't let anybody in your house, it's always going to need to be clean. There's always going to be something. But there's always something that you can do to actually help your mental health and to get stronger and to, change and live the life that you truly want. The only question is, are you willing to go forward on faith versus logic? Because logically, what I do does not make any sense. What I do should not have ever helped my OCD and my anxiety, But when you move forward on faith, that is when your life changes. But all right, guys, I just wanted to go live because I'm seeing this excuse a lot happening, and I feel like it needs to be addressed. But all right, get out there, make it an awesome day.